Okay. Hey, I just wanted to share that. I don't know if you saw it or not, but anyway, yeah, I had I had a really interesting thing happen to me the other day. Hey, I got this the other morning. I got this really low offer on. I had a game listed, and it's been listed for quite a while, several years, probably since 2014. It's been listed a long time. And anyway, I had $30 on it. There were other games up. They're typically a lot cheaper than mine. Somebody sent me a $5 offer. $5 plus shipping. So $5. I'm like, yeah, well, and I wanted to see where the guy was at because, I kind of wanted to just get rid of it. It was big, and I'm not going to buy another one. Although you know, well, I'll tell you. I'll tell you what happened. Anyway, so I looked to see where the guy was from, and he's from Pennsylvania, and actually he's from a town that it would take me like 5 minutes to drive to. He lives like probably 5 minutes away from me, maybe 10 minutes away. It depends on if there's any cows in the road as I'm going. Um, so so anyway, I accepted the offer because I thought, this is a big old box. It's a pain in the rear to have to ship it if somebody does buy it. It's just a pain to box it up because I'm a little like I am with boxes and with games. I like to make sure that they're not going to get damaged. So I thought, well, you know what? I'm gonna take this offer, and then if he pays, I'm just gonna go ahead and see if he wants me to bring it over. If he wants me, I'll drop it off at his house. I drop it that day. Um, just to make things, cool, So anyway, I accept the offer, and it didn't take him long. He paid for it, and then so I emailed him, and he says, hey, he says, I didn't know you were that close. He goes, I'm going into town later. He says, how about if we meet for a cup of coffee? I said, it's great. So we ended up meeting in McDonald's. I don't go to McDonald's because I typically don't go to McDonald's, but coffee's another story. So we go to coffee, and we get there, and I get there first, and I'm waiting for him, and he pulls in beside me, and he gets out, and he's kind of a young looking guy. Turns out he's like 40 something, younger, like 41 or something like that, younger than me, 10 years probably. So anyway, I asked him, I said, what made you decide to buy a Bargain Hunter game this morning? And he says, let me tell you, he says, my dad, who sells on eBay too, and this guy sells on eBay as well, totally different stuff. I actually looked to see what he was selling. Pretty much way different. I mean, he sells sporting like sports like shirts and things like that, and concert shirts, and it looks like has some new stuff that he sells, and so it's not really I don't get a lot of concert T-shirts or sports stuff or anything like that. But so anyway, ties. He sells some ties too, which I'll get into that. But we were so we were talking. So I asked him about this, about why he decided to buy this game, and he tells me, well, he says my dad sells on eBay, and my dad called me and asked me how do I retract an offer, because apparently his dad had made an offer on an item, and he didn't know how to retract it. So that's what Google's for. But anyway, so he calls this fella up, and so this fella in order, I guess, to find out how to do it, he made an offer on my item, and he told me, he says, I made such a lowball offer that I figured you wouldn't take it. Like, oh my. So, here, he didn't even want the thing. He was just going to make the offer and try to retract it. Well, I didn't give him time. I'd already accepted before he could figure out how to do the retraction on it. So, yeah, I told him, I said, he could, he says, well, I can cancel it. He says, no. So he's going to take it home and let his girls try to play it. So I thought, well, okay, well, that's cool. So then we went in and sat down and got to talking, and it turns out, I've maybe mentioned it a few times that, I've been kind of just trying to learn how to buy and sell stocks and stuff like that. So it turns out that he's been doing that with options and stuff like that. So it was really interesting. I had a great conversation with him about stuff. There was a lot of things that were there, and we talked about eBay and different stuff, and so it was actually really interesting. I mentioned about some of the other sellers, like Jason T. Smith does the tiki mugs and stuff like that, and so of course I mentioned that in Pennsylvania you don't see a whole lot of tiki mugs, but you see different stuff. So but anyway, I thought it was neat that he'd made the lowball offer, not because he actually wanted it, but because he was trying to do something, So but it all worked out for good because I had a great time talking to him. So I had a fantastic time talking to him. It was great, and the McDonald's coffee was good too. So, and he bought it. So free cup of coffee, right? Nice guy. Thanks, man, if you're watching. So, and it turns out that I guess when he was doing stuff for the stocks, he came across a video of like the 30 best things to sell on eBay or whatever, and it was Rockstar Flipper. So he came across a Rockstar, and so that's the ties things kind of ties in there. But then in his feed, he noticed a video that said Mansfield, PA, and it was me shopping at So he actually had seen some of my videos from going to like Goodwill in Mansfield, or mention Mansfield or the other place over there. So he ended up he'd watched some of my videos. So that was pretty cool. So that was neat. So that's somebody local that I got to meet who actually sells on eBay and has seen my videos. So that was pretty good. And now has purchased something from me. So that's really cool. So then after he took off and I left, I stopped at the Goodwill store, and I'd mentioned tikis, and there's this little blue plate, a wall plate, says Hawaii on it. It's got one of those little tiki gods, like from the Brady Bunch on it, and a sailboat. And I looked and I bought and I got it. It was only it actually said $1.29 on it, but it was a clearance sticker. I don't know how I'd missed it before. I don't know. I don't understand how I could have not seen that in the 6 weeks that I've been going there, and it made it all the way to the clearance, but it did. So I got it, and for 35 cents then. But I recognized it, and I knew that I thought I had sold another one, but I didn't. I sold an actual vase that had the same kind of pattern on it. So I'd sold the vase for I think $20. I sold before, so I think I listed it. I didn't see any like it. I think I just maybe I put it at auction. I'm not sure, but it is listed. So then I got that while I was there and at the Goodwill then, and I just bought clearance stuff. I bought what did I get? I got a big styrofoam cooler. Them cheap styrofoam coolers. It was 35 cents. Now I'm gonna slice it up and use it in my boxes when I package. So 35 cents for cheap packaging was good. And what else? I got that, and I got there was two brass candle holders. They'd wanted $2.99 for, and for each candle holder, and they were matching. So they basically $6 for the candle holders, and they didn't get it. So I got them for 35 cents each. And so I'll just save them till I get more, put them in a big lot, and sell them. So hi dogs. So Inca got up. Inca is our poodle. She got she went to the groomer yesterday and she looks really cute. Poodle. She's all buzzed out for summer with puffy head and a puffy tail on her, and she looks really cute. So, and then there's Queen, who's just sitting here and just wants me to rub her head. So that's what I'm doing. But yeah. So I think that was all. I spent $2. I spent $2. So 35. There must have been something else in it that I'm missing. But oh no, I rounded up. They asked me if I wanted to round up, so I rounded up. Because it's just what I did. So yeah, that was it. So that's my story. I think that's the whole story. So it was interesting to me. It was something that, obviously doesn't happen to me too often. I have sold in the past to people, not far away from this house. I haven't sold anything to anybody, I don't think, in this area, as far as I know. I actually had sold something to somebody in my own town before, and I sold something to one of the people I graduated from high school from, and it was living in a different town years ago. This is not years ago now, but yeah. So that was that. So all right, I'm gonna go. So you have a great day. Hope you like this story.